with, I have a fixation with growing chilies and grow some of the hottest on the planet, probably specifically to burn people. I don't know, I love burning myself and find the more that I hurt people and burn people with them, the more they seem to enjoy it. So I'm just spreading the word. It just became an addiction. I was originally eating hot stuff, not knowing what it was, with Asians like 20 years ago. Chili, yeah, fair enough. But then couldn't really find it. Then used to run a lawn mowing company. I was in people's yards every day and used to come across these strange, weird plants. Chilies. 2 and 2 together, bang. So I started getting plants from different people's yards, ended up with a heap, started swapping them, and then realised that there weren't just a couple of different kinds, they all had different flavours, tastes, and just sort of became addicted to it and getting hotter and hotter, and started finding more and more, and they were hotter, and they were hotter, and they were hotter, so it kept going. And then it's basically taken over my life, and that's all I do now is just grow chilies, play with chilies. But yeah, I love burning people, and it's so funny, like Charlotte was a nurse, looking after people and saving people, and my thing is to hurt people as much as possible, legally. I'm sort of dyslexic, so I couldn't read up on it, and I didn't. It was basically grow them. But every time you see or read about it, it all says they all like full sun, they all like this. But there are so many different kinds and so many different categories, they can't be classed as the same. So I basically just set out to find all the differences that they could produce, and there are just so many differences with so many different chilies. It's just an ongoing thing. Health-wise, I used to have arthritis. I had to stop surfing and stop doing karate, which I love. I did that for 20 years, had to stop, had arthritis, shocking. Doctor said, that's it. After doing chilies for a while and going really hot, I've lost arthritis, bronchitis, asthma. My weight has just dropped and steady. I can just put that down to chilies. That's basically, yeah, heaps of people are getting into them. I've got emails from dudes that have had prostate cancer, going in for operations in a month, starting on large amounts of chilies and finding out, whoa, all their levels have dropped, they don't need operations. Just weird shit like that. Well, testing all of the chilies as I do, I tested the Guinness record holder at the time, which was the Butchalokia, and the Bit, and the Morich, and the Dorset, which is testing, yes, they're so hot. Then I tried a Trinidad Scorpion and went, jeez, it was hotter. And that was in, I don't know, 2008, 9, and told everyone and no one listened. But that was okay. It took a few years, but then ended up getting Marcel at the chili factory to grow en masse. As well as that, there are a lot of people that were changing the name of the actual thing. So rather than have it just changed into who knows what, Marcel, Mark, I sort of got together and just went, see what happens, because we know that they're hot, put them up for testing, and that's basically it. Marcel did all that with the chili factory, and yeah, it still is to this day, even though you look online and it's claimed otherwise. But that's the thing, lots of claims are made, but the truth is the truth. Being dyslexic, as I said, I was still chilies, and I couldn't figure a way of cataloguing everything for the simple fact I can't write stuff down, I get confused. So I thought I'll start videoing different varieties and just show what they do. So each week I started off mild with ones I had. I think it was Amigo Diablo or Asian Bird's Eye. Made a set of rules so everything would be the same. They're still the same today as they were 6-7 years ago. Bang, chili, see what it does. Whole chili, boom. Which was okay until all these new super hots were found. And that's basically the YouTube thing. If I can sit down and do it and handle it, most people can, but this is what they actually do. Like if someone eats a habanero and then starts throwing themselves against a wall, that's not a really good description. Describe it as your face is melting off, like nothing's written down unless there's a little blurb about something, but that's usually with sources. It's just totally made up as we go along because you don't know what's going to happen. I had a house and a wife and a family, but then she left and then ended up with my son, become a single parent, moved up to the Central Coast and started a llama business. And it was from that then I ended up slowly building this, meeting someone else, but she wasn't into chilies. So then that ended up falling apart because I was just obsessed with chilies. And then met my beautiful wife, who's from overseas, who likes chilies, and just met her by asking a question about chilies. Basically, yeah, just everyone should get along, share, be friendly, just be excellent to each other. It's not a hard thing, but people are too busy trying to take, get what they can all the time. I prefer to be with my plants and be at a festival telling people how wonderful I am. People want my stuff, they can buy it online, they can come here and have a chat anytime. I don't have to go out and force myself onto people because that's not right. Just do my thing, grow plants. Anyone's got a question, I'm here to answer. It's any country you want to go to. Like, my wife's from Denmark. Who would have 10 years ago, you're going to get married to a hot Danish chick? Come on, now look, I'm married to a beautiful, I've been overseas, and as I said, I've got mates in nearly every Croatia, in Yugoslavia, Peru, Raul in Chile. I was originally going to try, and I wanted to sell a range of pot seeds, but that's illegal. So I got into chilies and the name just stayed, and I just used it with chilies. And I get a lot of shit from it from companies. Oh, you should change your name because that sounds like this or that sounds like that. But I don't care. I'm not into that. They're just there as a guide. We're here. Our stuff's here. If you like it, try it. Want any information on plans? Ask. That's what we're here for.
Me used to DJ, me used to listen DJ. Heard about DJ, talk about DJ. Respect some DJ, no rate some DJ. Cause some DJ can't even DJ. Me hear out them DJ, beware out them DJ. Look like some of them no care out them DJ. But them say them a DJ and them a fight DJ. Get your priorities right DJ. As a real musician, all me need is a microphone in a me and yo. Let me teach the nation. A bongo chili aka Clayton yo.